This classroom is sitting through a lecture on an average LSU morning. 21 years ago, the majority of this class was in diapers. However, Bradley Miller was in his 6th grade homeroom learning that a plane had just hit the World Trade Center.
This just in,
They kind of stopped everything for the day and wheeled in TVs.
For Miller, that day was life-changing.
It was a big moment in my life where I was like, okay, these people came to our country, they attacked us. I want to do my part to whatever I can to help keep our country safe.
And he did for 7.5 years.
And I was an 11 Bravo, also known as an infantryman, also known as the greatest MOS the Army has to offer.
Where he deployed twice to Afghanistan, leading his troops through combat.
I could see it right in his eyes that he had served.
But then one night in 2013, everything changed when a U-Haul full of 3,000 pounds of homemade explosives drove onto the combat outpost.
2 buddies of mine had to get up, pick up the roof off me. I was literally just wearing shorts. I couldn't find my body armor, I couldn't find my helmet, I couldn't find my shoes, but I found my rifle.
You see, he did not realize the extent of his injuries until 4 years later while getting a checkup as a requirement before a promotion. One 10-minute conversation with the doctor ended everything.
So he's like, first of all, I don't know how you're up and walking. Second of all, you're done.
In denial, Miller tried to find alternative options.
Okay, so I'll change jobs. Like, what jobs can I do? He's like, no, you're not understanding me. Your career's over.
And only one thought filled his head.
Well, shit. Like, what am I going to do now?
So after a few vacations that lasted a little longer than they should, Miller got the surgery that he needed.
I spent years just hunched over and in pain, and it was very amazing to just be like, oh my God, like, I'm normal now.
During that recovery time, he was studying his ACT prep book and a neck brace on painkillers. Only 12 years after he walked the stage of his high school graduation.
Oh, it was miserable. It was rough.
But as miserable and rough as it was,
I took the ACT and I did it fine. I did good enough to get into LSU, so.
And now Miller is taking on a new battlefield, better known as the classroom. The war enemies now consist of homework, tests, the age gap, and how to be a civilian again.
It's time. I mean, there's not a magic switch. It's really just as you get acclimated to the civilian world, you start figuring out how to be a human again, basically. And
Miller has to learn how to be a human again in a classroom full of 20-year-olds while he's 32.
I've been asked so many times that, you know, if I'm a professor or, hey, you look like a professor, that I actually came up with a fake class that I teach. And I tell people, like, yeah, hey, I teach underwater basket weaving in the design building. Come check us out on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
However, this age gap does not stop him from having that college experience.
Doing a little bit of beer pong with the boys.
With the help of his friends and girlfriend, Miller is pushed to take a break from homework and have fun at tailgates and games just like any other student would.
Okay, like, fine. Just to say that I went to Tigerland in college.
But going to LSU is more than just school and beer pong to Miller.
I'm not only kind of fulfilling a dream, you know, I've always wanted to get a degree, but it's just like interesting because I'm getting my second start. It was really the first chapter.
When one door closes, a new door will always open. For Tiger TV, I'm Haylee Kennedy.